It's the end of the year, and what better time to review all the subscriptions that you're paying and whether or not you want to keep them going into the next year. So,
It's the season, y'all.
yes, so that is what we're going to do. We're going to start with putting a star next to the things that absolutely cannot be done away with. So, phone bill cannot be done away with. Car insurance, obviously. I considered switching to a different car insurance because our car insurance it's pretty high, but that's because there were recent totals, like recent claims on this car insurance, and trying to change now would not necessarily go in our favor. So we're not worrying about that. Same with renter's insurance, not going anywhere right now. And of course, city sticker, because I need that every year. Well, I've been paying this for a year and a half. I think I might do a 2-year sticker next time, just because that gives me longer to have the money in my bank account. So I might switch to that. As a matter of fact, let's figure out how much that costs. One moment. Okay, so I looked for the 2-year stickers. They used to have them on their website, at least I thought I saw them, but I don't see them now, so we're just gonna go with the annual price. And then if we end up getting a 2-year one, then I will just repay the money and worry about that then. And get the price then. Okay, so let's get in. Okay, plate registration, that's obviously staying. Passport, I don't think I want to worry about that right now, so I'm gonna put a minus there. And driver's license, absolutely need that. And then to the subscriptions themselves, LastPass, keeping that. Toady, keeping that. Amazon Prime, keeping that. Costco,
We'd be dead without Costco.
absolutely keeping that. Google One, so we've been thinking whether we should upgrade. Currently we have the $30 a year version, and we want to upgrade to the $100 a year, which would be about $9 a month. But it's like 10 times as much storage, and we've been getting a lot of you're almost out of storage warnings, and we have to like go back and delete a bunch of stuff. So thinking about doing that. And then the air purifier filters, we actually haven't bought new filters at all this year, because the air purifier that we have has a mode where it turns on and turns off automatically depending on how dirty the air is. So we haven't actually had to replace the filters at all. And also, we already have extra filters because I bought extra filters when I bought the purifier. So
It's pretty for now.
Yeah, so this money isn't actually something we have to worry about right now. And then car wash, I don't think I'm gonna switch to the annual version. This is the only reason why I was on here, is because I was thinking about switching to the annual version. I'm not. So we're not gonna worry about that. And actually, considering we haven't replaced these at all this year, I'm gonna put this at I'm just gonna put it as November, and yeah, that actually wouldn't change the, well, no, it would because
We've had it for about a year now, right?
Yes, I believe so. We've had it a year.
It hasn't gone through one filter, and we have 2 more filters.
Correct.
So that doesn't even need to be on next year's books, does it?
Well, no, but I don't want to take it off the page so that we when we do need filters, the money should already be there. That's the whole point of saving for this stuff.
Got it.
So what it ends up being is when I replace the filters, I'm gonna probably get a 2-pack of filters because it's cheaper to get a 2-pack than to get one individually. And also, this, even though it's not a lot of money, it's just $50. That's twice as much as what our normal home shopping category is. So I didn't want to just cash flow this when it came up. So I think I want to keep it in here, but what this will end up being is, even though it is $50 for 2, if we end up replacing it every year, it's actually gonna essentially be $25 a year. So it'll be $25 and then $2 a month. So that's fine. And then down here we have these things that we added this year. Mm-hmm. So AMC Theater, that's out, right?
Yeah, no.
That's out. Mm-hmm. It's not worth it. We can just spend the extra money because all this means is we can buy tickets online for free, and I think we get like free upgrades for drinks and popcorn or something like that.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
We've got Disney Plus. Like we're good.
Yeah. And then Fabulous is staying,
mm-hmm.
and Disney Plus is staying. So I am going to transfer this over to a clean sheet and then do math. One moment, please. So, movie magic. Ooh, fresh sheet. So I realized we didn't talk about what these subscriptions actually are. Well, it's really things that I pay either every 6 months or less often. It's not necessarily subscriptions. So the actual, what I put under the category of subscriptions for budgeting purposes is LastPass. This is a password manager. I have a lot of trouble with remembering passwords. Honestly, so does Wen. Mm-hmm. And this LastPass is more convenient than Google for saving passwords, partially because this will autofill in apps as well as on browsers.
It's really good.
It's really nice. I like it a lot. And then Toady we use to keep track of cleaning because it's kind of hard to remember sometimes when the last time we did something. Like, when was the last time we dusted? When was the last time we scooped the cat litter or replaced the cat litter entirely? That kind of stuff. So we do pay a small fee for that service. Really like this app. The price has gone up a lot since then. It's gone up to $18 a month, $18 a year, but they didn't raise our price. So because we renewed and that's what we were paying before, they're keeping that our price. We're not paying the new price.
Grandfathered in.
Yes, which is good. Amazon Prime does not do that, however. So Amazon Prime, obviously.
Amazon Prime gets paid.
Yes. So Amazon Prime, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that is. It's, you get the 2-day shipping or whatever. We use Amazon Prime a lot. We use Amazon a lot. Pretty much whenever we want to get something that we can't easily find at a store around us, or it's a lower price than what we can find at the stores around us. And then Costco, we pay for Executive, which is twice as much as the normal Costco membership. If you didn't know, Costco is a warehouse store where you can buy in bulk, and we pay twice as much as what the normal membership cost is, because then we get cash back in the store on top of the cashback that we get from having the Costco credit card. So it is beneficial. We do end up getting our money back plus some, which is nice. And then Google One, that is that storage for, cloud storage, so that we can have all our documents like saved in the cloud, so it's not just on our devices, which is nice because we have computers as well as phones, so it's nice to be able to access our documents in multiple places. And we have been coming up to the end of our storage like pretty regularly, partially because of doing YouTube. Videos take up a lot of space, so we've been struggling with the current limit, which is why we want to go up to the $100 a year version. And then air purifier filters, obviously that's self-explanatory, just filters for the air purifier. And then Fabulous is an app that helps us build healthy habits and routines. So we've both struggled with that, partially because we both have ADHD. So we do pay for that. His subscription is monthly, mine is annually. It's the same price, but it's just how things worked out. And then Disney Plus is a subscription to Disney that we're paying once a year. Part of the reason why I like paying every year instead of every month is because you usually get a small discount on the monthly price by paying every year. And also that means this money is building up over time, and I'm making savings account interest on this money while it's in my savings account until it gets paid. So it actually adds up to more of a discount than it looks like on paper, because I have that money in my savings account building interest.
She's always thinking, folks.
And then for bills, the phone bill, this is for Mint Mobile. We have unlimited everything for 2 lines, so that is $66 a month is what it adds up to, including tax. And this $784 is what we pay a year, and so we pay that in the beginning of the year. It's essentially a prepaid phone. So that is what we're paying next December, and that will last us for the year. And I really like paying that. If you have unlimited everything and you pay monthly, it's significantly more. So I like this prepaid version way more. We used to have T-Mobile, and T-Mobile was, I think, because I had the military veteran plan, I was paying $80 a month, and so it only saves $14 a month, right? It's not huge, but because this money is sitting in my account for a year, it's building interest on top of that. So like, this is making us money, which is real nice. Car insurance, I pay that every 6 months. This is roughly what the annual amount is. Of course, it changes every 6 months, so there's no way to exactly know what it's going to be, but this is an estimate based on what it has been. And then renter's insurance. Honestly, I think everyone should have renter's insurance, because if someone steals your stuff or something happens, like there's a fire or something, you can at least get like the value of your things replaced. So that's why we pay that. And then registration and license is pretty self-explanatory. Because of the city we live in Chicago. Everyone who lives in Chicago has to have a city sticker on their car.
Or else.
Basically, they ticket you, and then you have to get a city sticker, and you have to pay for a ticket. And then registration, this is a little sticker that they put on your license plate, and it's good for a year. I don't know what the actual benefit of it is. What do registration fees pay for?
it pays for the blah the documentation and the service. It goes to the state. So, right?
Yeah.
I think it just
yeah, because this is
goes to
Secretary
city
of State.
coffers.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't go into anything in specific, but we have to do it every year. It's not my favorite. And then of course, driver's licenses, we have to replace that every, 4 years, something like that.
About yeah.
And also, if you change your name, you have to get a new driver's license with your new name on it, and you have to pay for it. So, such is life. Also, there's when you get the special license that allows you to fly, the Real ID, now they started that. So if you want to switch over, you have to pay as well. So that's something that we have to pay every once in a while. And it's nice to already have that money waiting in the savings account. It makes me very happy. But let's look at what the total amounts are, y'all. This is where it gets a little disgusting. So we pay $635 a year. Going with the changes that we made, we're going to pay $635 next year for subscriptions. That's $53 a month in subscriptions. That's a lot.
The cost of living a more convenient life.
Yep. And then for the annual bills, it's almost $5,000, $4,975 a year. That's $415 a month for the annual bills, the phone bill, car insurance, and renter's insurance. And then for registration and license, that's $271 a year or $23 a month, which is, reasonable. But the total for that is $5,881 for a year or $491 a month. That's huge. That's huge. So this is part of our savings goals, and this is why having sinking funds is so important, because this $5,881 that I'm spending, I'm going to have that sitting in my savings account before any of this is due, and it's going to be building savings account interest on top of the actual savings that I have, like my emergency fund and everything. So it's that's going to make decent money for us. While it is saving us money by paying annually instead of monthly on some of these things.
I love it.
So I really like doing this, and once a year it's nice to review what we've been spending on and what we are going to spend on moving forward. Now, all that to say, we are going to cancel AMC Theater subscription. We are not going to get the annual car wash. And I think that's really about it. I think it's a small change.
And not the passport.
Yeah. We at some point we should renew our passports. We should get new passports, but that is not a priority. We're not planning to go out of the country anytime soon. We'll be okay.
We got the Real IDs.
Yes. Part of the reason why I had added passport in the first place was so that when we went on the cruise, we would have passports, but then it turned out that we didn't need them anyway. So that's fine. But yeah, I think that's it. Let us know in the comments if you have reviewed your subscriptions and your memberships, and if you don't pay things annually, why? Why would you pay monthly instead of annually? Is it because it's hard to save up these huge amounts, or is it for another reason? Let us know.
I really have nothing to add to that, except, as usual, Budget Beats broke every time.
And never forget that you deserve financial stability. And I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.